Imagine being the most powerful man in the known world, yet your greatest legacy isn't your empire but your thoughts. That was Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor. Born in the year 121 in Rome, Marcus Aurelius was destined for greatness, though not in the way one might expect. His birth coincided with a time of peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana, which allowed him to grow up in relative comfort. However, his destiny wasn't determined by birthright, but rather by the choice of his predecessor, Antoninus Pius. As a boy, Aurelius was recognized for his intellectual potential. Antoninus Pius, the emperor at the time, adopted him as his son and successor, providing him with a thorough education in politics and philosophy. This unique upbringing molded Aurelius into a leader who would later be known as the philosopher emperor. When he ascended to the throne in 161, he became the most powerful man in the known world. Yet unlike many of his predecessors, Aurelius was not interested in expanding his empire or indulging in the luxuries of his position. Instead, he sought knowledge and understanding, dedicating himself to the pursuit of wisdom and virtue. His reign was marked by a profound commitment to philosophy. In the midst of political decisions, military campaigns, and personal trials, he consistently turned to introspection and philosophical reflection. This was not a ruler who sought power for its own sake, but rather one who used his position to explore the deeper questions of life and human nature. His unique blend of political power and philosophical insight set him apart from other leaders of his time. It allowed him to navigate the complexities of his role with a profound sense of purpose and integrity. But beyond his reign, it's his thoughts, captured in his writings, that have echoed through the centuries, influencing generations of thinkers and leaders. Marcus Aurelius was not just an emperor, but a man who sought wisdom and virtue in a world of power and conflict. In the quiet moments of his reign, Marcus penned what is now considered one of the greatest works of philosophy, the Meditations. This chronicle, written in the solitude of his own thoughts, served not as a guide for the masses, but as a personal compass for his own conduct and behavior. It was his own intimate conversation with himself, a dialogue that continues to echo across the millennia. The Meditations, a sprawling collection of 12 books, is a window into the mind of a man who, despite being an emperor, never lost sight of his own humanity. It is a compelling exploration of the human condition, a journey that delves into the very essence of existence. At its heart, the Meditations is a book about virtue, duty, and acceptance. Marcus Aurelius, in his gentle wisdom, encourages us to embrace our obligations, not as burdens, but as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. He invites us to consider virtue not as an abstract concept, but as a tangible daily practice. He writes, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This is a clarion call to cultivate a mind that is disciplined, focused, and above all, virtuous. It is an invitation to strive for a life of integrity, a life that is in harmony with the natural world and its immutable laws. But the Meditations is not just a book about moral fortitude. It is also a profound exploration of acceptance. Marcus teaches us the importance of accepting the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. He reminds us that the world is indifferent to our desires and that it is our duty to adapt ourselves to its rhythm. It is in this acceptance, he argues, that we find our true power. It is here, in the quiet acceptance of the world and our place in it, that we find our peace. The Meditations is a testament to a man who, despite his power, was deeply introspective and committed to personal growth. Marcus Aurelius is often described as the perfect embodiment of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that guides one on how to lead a good and fulfilling life. Stoicism, a philosophy that dates back to the 3rd century BCE, is all about accepting the world as it is while focusing on bettering ourselves from within. Stoics believe that we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. The world can be unpredictable and chaotic, and it's easy to be swept away by our emotions. But Stoicism teaches us to remain steady and unflustered, no matter what life throws our way. Instead of complaining about the things we can't change, Stoics encourage us to accept them and focus on the things we can change, our own actions, thoughts, and feelings. Now let's relate this back to Marcus Aurelius. As the Roman emperor, he faced his fair share of challenges, from wars and political strife to personal loss. Yet he remained a paragon of calm and rationality. His writings, which we explored in the previous scene, are filled with these Stoic principles. He wrote about the importance of accepting fate and focusing on one's own virtue and character. One of his famous quotes says, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This captures the essence of Stoicism, the pursuit of inner peace and strength regardless of external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius was not just a philosopher, he was a practitioner. He didn't just write about Stoicism, he lived it. His life was a testament to the power of this philosophy. Even in the face of adversity, he remained rational, calm, and virtuous. So, what can we learn from Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism? We can learn to accept the things we cannot change and focus on improving ourselves. We can learn to remain calm and rational even in the face of adversity. But most importantly, we can learn that inner peace and virtue are the keys to a good and fulfilling life. Marcus Aurelius, both in his life and his writings, represented the Stoic ideal of a life lived with virtue and inner peace. If you are finding this video valuable, a thumbs up would be great. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more insights. In our modern world, where we often feel at the mercy of circumstances beyond our control, the teachings of Marcus Aurelius remain deeply relevant. Today, we live in a world that can feel chaotic and overwhelming. We face pressures and challenges that can often seem too much to handle. But even in this storm of life, the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius serves as a beacon of light, guiding us towards calm and acceptance. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, was not unfamiliar with such chaos. From wars to plagues, he faced many of the same challenges we face today. Yet he found solace, strength, and resilience in the principles of Stoicism. His writings, collected in his Meditations, are a testament to his unwavering commitment to personal growth, inner peace, and acceptance of life's ups and downs. Today, more than ever, these principles are deeply relevant. We live in an age of constant change and uncertainty, and it's easy to feel lost, to feel like we're being swept away by the current of life. But Marcus Aurelius teaches us that we have the power to steer our own ship, to control our reactions to the world around us, and to find peace within ourselves, regardless of our external circumstances. His teachings remind us that we are not passive victims of our circumstances, but active players in our own lives. He encourages us to focus on what we can control, to let go of what we can't, and to strive for personal growth and virtue in all we do. In a world where we're often encouraged to seek external validation and success, Marcus Aurelius reminds us of the importance of inner peace and self-improvement. His wisdom continues to inspire and guide people across the globe, offering a timeless blueprint for living a virtuous and fulfilling life. If this resonated with you, check out our video, Why Everything is Fucked. You may find it intriguing. Marcus Aurelius may have lived almost 2 millennia ago, but his wisdom still resonates with us today, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, we can seek virtue, peace, and growth.